Dana White Contender Series Week 3. We're going to take a look at round props and fight props that are just coming out. Recording this late Tuesday morning. Props are finally out. I recorded the prediction video last Thursday before we had odds. Now we've seen face-offs. Now we've seen weigh-ins. Now we got the lines that are out. So let's take a look at those. It is, while I'm pulling this up, it is $5 Tuesday over at Wager Talk. We've got a Contender Series best bet that is up. We've also got $5 MLB prop that is up, and a college football prop that is up. It's actually not a prop, it's a spread. We'll go over that in just a bit, but let's take a look at what's going on here. It's chalk heavy this week, guys. Minus 1,100, minus 1,200, minus 3,600. So some tough money lines, but we'll take a look here at the first fight. Petruzzella against Galanti. This Petruzzella is 15-1, completely fraudulent record. Fights at Samurai House, goes to LFA, promptly gets knocked out, goes back to Samurai House, beats two chumps. Galanti, he's well known on the East Coast. Jim has heard about him, who I do the live shows with. Great wrestler. Expect Galanti to get to the back of Petruzzella. Galanti's just coming off of he just had a war in one of his last fights, and I thought he lost it, but it went 5 rounds. They gave him the win. This guy's a relentless wrestler, and this Petruzzella is kind of a fraud here. Under 1.5, I don't know if I'm willing to pay the minus 140, but I got to tell you, I don't mind the minus 230 as a parlay leg. This Petruzzella is really not good, and he stands really straight up. I would expect Galanti to kind of get to the back pretty soon, and once he gets to the back, I would expect him to end it pretty soon. I'm not going to take a chance on the under half a round. So I think maybe the best prop in this one might be this under 1.5. Maybe doesn't start round 3 because Petruzzella, he can strike. I just don't think he's going to be able to against Galanti. Ronald, Humphrey, and Alexis, Miranda, this money line has gotten way out of control. Even this under 1.5 is minus 580. I was surprised that Humphrey was the same height as Miranda. Humphrey probably makes this really easy. This guy's an animal, man. He will get monster takedown after takedown after takedown. His cardio seems to check out. I was looking at, does this fight even start round 2? Minus 350 fight to start round 2. The books are not giving you any leeway to play with this one. Even the finish is pretty tough for Ronald Humphrey here. KO is minus 450. That's wild. If he gets a KO, it's probably from ground and pound. Submission plus 600, maybe. I'm just not sure what you do with this one. I don't think you can play the under half a round. I don't think that's necessarily what Humphrey does, but yeah, should be an ass kicking. Sean Clancy Jr., again, minus 1,200. This guy's got all the hype in the world. He is legit. I think what worries me about the under 1.5 is Clancy uses the first round to kind of download information. He uses it to kind of get the timing down. He's got knockouts in rounds 2 and 3, and they are slick. This Gary Balletto, I don't believe in him at all. So if you're looking at trying to find some kind of props to play with, again, guys, it's really, really tough this week. You could look at, Clancy minus 650 by KO or submission. The minus 200 on KO or decision isn't real. The KO or decision isn't really a prop I like betting, but I don't really see a submission. It would just have to be some kind of club and sub. The minus 200 is, you're kind of getting in there in the realm of possibility, but even the round props, Clancy in round 2 at plus 450 is not bad. This guy's got second and third round finishes. So that one has my interest. That's actually a pretty good sprinkle if you're looking for plus money on this card. To start round 3 is minus 4. Not to start round 3 is minus 475. So again, we're just dealing with really, really tough lines tonight. Mario Piazzon and Guilherme Uriel. These guys suck. Both these guys are terrible, but Piazzon may be a new level of suck. I don't know why he's on this card. His last fight, he was fighting a guy who he fought before. They're laughing, they're joking, they're just yucking it up. It was a complete embarrassment. I actually am leaning towards this over 1.5. Both these guys could just gas out. Now you got 2 tired, unskilled fighters just hugging each other. I don't hate this one at all. Uriel should win, but what do we say? Don't fade shit with shit. And this is just a bad fight. So I'm probably not going to bet it. Money has come in on Uriel. I'll be interested to see if there's buyback on this one. He was minus 155 this morning, down to minus 142. That's not a huge move. To me, that signals some of the bigger money is setting up for a big play on Uriel later today because this Piazzon is just really, really awful. And then the expected debut of Bellamir, minus 3,600, tells you everything you need to know. This one, got to tell you, I don't mind the under half a round at plus 130. I thought Bellamir was going to be shorter than Alex Apodaca, and she was not. If Bella gets that first takedown, look out. She may take Alex's arm and just leave the ring holding Alex's arm as a souvenir. You worry about like, well, does she want cage time? You know, are nerves going to get there? This is Frank Mir's daughter. Frank Mir is going to tell her this is not the time to get cute. Go in there and take her head off. The story about Dana White, Bella wanted to start fighting and he was like, no, you're going to go to college and get some wrestling experience. I'll help you with that. So this is no time to waste for Bella. You can get more cage time once you get to UFC or in sparring. So under half, I don't mind. What I would worry about is if she somehow doesn't get the first takedown and then maybe doesn't get the second takedown. Does she have cardio on the feet? I don't think we're going to worry about it, but if you have live lines open and something wonky happens, which can happen on Contender Series, that would be something that I would be worried about. So you want to have some fun here if you want to just do the all favorites parlay. We had some upsets last week. They were about as fluky gets. Let's see what happens if you put these favorites. So you could do a four-legger with Galante, Humphrey, Clancy, and Bellamir at minus 135. It's not bad. It's not bad. What is it if you take out Galante? Minus 476. Yeah, so Galante is the one that's giving us all the value. So this is a tough week, guys. When you have minus 1,100, minus 1,200, minus 3,600, there's just not a lot of groundbreaking information or big things that I can tell you guys. So what I can tell you is we will be live like we are every Tuesday for Contender Series. That's on my channel. That's on the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. Join us every Tuesday night. Is a blast. Live bets are fantastic. We learn a ton of information about the fighters during their walkouts and during their pre-fight interviews. It's a good money maker. We've done well on the live shows the last 2 weeks. We do write-ups on all the fighters, and we give out our BMF award for the baddest mofo of the night. And again, $5 Tuesday over at Wager Talk. I have a $5 Contender Series play. Took a loss last week. I'm not happy about it. We're back for revenge, and we're back to getting the profit tonight. On top of that, $5 MLB prop is up. One of the most important things you can do in betting is knowing your lane. I do not handicap MLB spreads, totals. I only do props. And to narrow it down even more, I do pitching props. It's why we're #1 in MLB props this year. It's why we won yesterday for clients. It's why we're on a 24-11 run, narrowing that lane as much as possible. There is another pitching prop that made our card. That is $5. And we have a $5 play for college football. It is a spread for this weekend. We ended last year with 5 straight winners. So we're technically hoping to go 6 straight winners. But most importantly, we're just going to want to go 1-0 to start the season. So $5 Tuesday, take advantage. But more importantly, guys, please join us for the live show. It is a blast. Just go to YouTube, Winning in the Shadows. If you're not a subscriber, just subscribe. We do breakdown videos for UFC, PFL, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, which we have this weekend. So a lot of really good stuff on that channel as well. Okay, thank you very much. Hit the like button, drop a comment below. Good luck on your plays. Let's cash big on $5 Tuesday.